Iceman is here, guys. Drake dropped 3 albums last night. He dropped Iceman, he dropped Maid of Honor, and then he also dropped an album called Habibti.
There's no way anybody can have an opinion on this music yet. Nobody listened to all 3 of those albums.
Not enough for it to sink in either, because I feel like
I definitely listened to all 3. Now, yeah, thoroughly, I ain't gonna lie. By the end, what was it, Maid of Honor? I was starting to get sleepy. But that's because it was kind of mid. I'm not gonna hold you. If it was good, I've been up. I'm like, oh shit, this is some good shit. But yeah, you'll get my review when you get it.
Iceman, that's where he's getting like really reflective and getting into a lot of the things. Again, I haven't heard Habib, but I think some of the stuff got to set in a little bit. So let's get to just some of the things people are talking about. Because Charlamagne, you let us know that a lot of this stuff was going to be happening on this album. I don't know how you knew.
I didn't. Only said 3 things.
You said
Future was going to be on it.
Yes.
He was going to diss Khaled and A$AP Rocky. That's it.
But those were big things to know. Now let's take a listen to. Let's start with Jay-Z because he threw a couple shots at Jay-Z. Let's take a listen to "Whisper My Name."
You be hitting the net for some love, you a tennis ball. I take 500K, not a dinner. I never could learn from none of y'all. What's my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out.
You gonna yawn. But one of the opening title tracks for the album, Make Them Cry, it's very, very... I
like that record.
I love that record. And I think if we're having a conversation about Drake getting into the things other than what we've been hearing about the battles, this one sets the tone for that. Let's take a listen to Make Them Cry.
And at the end about his father, that's very reflective of where he is at personally.
Yes.
Everything else is very woe is me about the industry.
Yeah, but I think the gist of what I took from it is like there's so much going on in his life right now. There's a lot of like people make it seem like he's making this battle his end all be all. He's like
no. Ain't no people. He makes it seem like this battle is the end all be all.
But once you hear,
no people.
But when you hear this record, have you heard the record in full?
Yes, that's the first record on the album.
When you hear this record though, you don't feel like okay, that stuff is there in its surface level, but it's just because he hasn't really gotten into everything else yet.
And at the end is when he mentions his father. Everything else is definitely woe is me, cry me a river. They jump me, mommy, but I'm coming back with the chopper on everybody.
They jump me, mommy.
Savvy Mike in this is I am Savvy Mike TV, and well, while Iceman is definitely receiving a lot of praise from the Drake stans and fandom, they're all stamping that Drake delivered for this album. Of course, the usual suspects, that being his haters, have popped out to say and speak their disdain for it. One of them being Charlamagne the God. Now, we have a few other people that reacted to Iceman and gave their thoughts and critiques. One being Wack 100 and another being Glasses Malone. And a theme that you're going to hear throughout most of these guys' reaction, at least for, I think Wack 100 listened to all the music, but at least when it comes to Charlamagne and Glasses Malone, they both say that they haven't even finished the album. Or Glasses Malone, he didn't even start it. And one thing I'm standing on that I think we all should stand on is while you can hate Drake, you can have a huge problem with Drake, how he moves, how he talks, how he acts. Nobody's saying corny lines. You can have whatever disdain and opinion you have for Drake if that's what you want to have. My problem is when you don't listen to the music, I don't think you should be able to have an opinion. That's just my thought process. If I gotta sit through this shit and just to have an opinion, y'all niggas should too. That's just being fair. Niggas could just make millions of dollars and not even listen to the content that they're gonna come on their radio show to talk about. What are we doing? Like, this is your job, nigga. If this is my job, this is your job too, Charlamagne. Do your fucking job. That is completely unfair. Had me send through 2 hours of Drake music last night just for the content, just for the love of the fucking game. And this nigga can kick his feet up and I only listened to 3 songs. It sounds ass to me. I like when he was reflecting on his dad though. That's what I want to hear more of from Drake. Some reflection. Well, he is kind of reflecting. It's just on the beef and what he got going on with his label. Now, is it overbearing? Yeah, but it's the only thing that's on his mind clearly. So And rap is an expression. And if it's him writing it, let's hope to God it is. Because then, yeah, I would assume that the beef is what's been on his mind.
You talked about the caliber. I know we played that this morning.
You can play it again.
Okay, we can play it again. Let's take a listen.
You put yourself in a tough position when you call somebody out like that, though, because people are going to say, well, what have you ever stood for, Drake?
Right.
True. And you can't point to anything.
You've been here eating off the black experience in America for a long time. I ain't never heard you,
not publicly.
say Black Lives Matter. Mm-mm. You can say,
And that was a point me and Charlie made yesterday. I definitely agree with that. You can't stand on something that you can't tell somebody else to be standing on business and you're not. That's kind of crazy. Okay, you never heard Drake be woke.
Even though you half black, but
you're like, Khaled, why aren't you being woke? No, I don't do that. That's the pot calling the kettle black right there.
Well,
you say black lie. Black lie.
Oh my gosh.
How do you say half of black lie?
We can have ally.
You can only say nig.
You definitely can only say nig.
That's to get to another conversation. So people think because he dropped these 3 albums at one time that this is his way of ending what his obligations are to the label, right?
Okay.
Now, I just found out that he also self-funded this album, which I think is a telltale sign. It gives him a lot of control. But on Firm Friends, which is on Iceman, he talks about going independent and kind of explains Iceman. Let's take a listen.
If everything goes to plan, I will be making a name change from the boy to the man, but y'all just wouldn't understand. Damn. From mass distribution and leading my own version of the revolution.
That sounds like some heat with album that on.
That's on Iceman too. That's on Firm Friends.
Boy, Kendrick beat Drake's ass so bad that he's been reflecting on his life the last 3 years. You heard him say, I'm gonna become a man.
Yeah, because on Euphoria, Kendrick definitely told him.
I've never seen a man get his ass beat like this and reflect on life in this way.
Life and business.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Kendrick really gave him a spanking.
He made him reflect.
You know how sometimes your parents beat you and you got to go sit in your room and you got to really think about your life, but it helps you in the long run.
Yeah.
Y'all Drake fans might thank Kendrick later, yo.
Gosh. He did.
Listen, that type of beat, and he be like,
all y'all Drake fans might have to thank Kendrick later for real.
I mean, look.
Wow.
I feel like he's on the brink of trying to break through.
Wow.
See, look, it's kind of impressive that Drake is reflecting. Like, we don't usually get a reflecting Drake. We usually just get him popping his shit, talking about the women. Now he's like really like kind of bearing his soul in a sense. And that is good to hear. I'm not going to lie. I give him credit for that on Iceman.
He's trying to get there. He's trying.
He is. Yeah. I mean, I like it, though. He like, maybe I do need to grow up. Maybe I need to go from a boy to a man.
He questioning
We ain't seen
everything.
him yet.
Even on that 1 a.m. in Albany, he's like, what is it, the braids? He's asking himself, what is it? He's like, what is it, the braids? Like, he's really questioning his life.
Yes, but Charlamagne, you say you want Drake to dig deeper. We all, a lot of
definitely dig.
You want more substance, right?
I just find it funny that it took an ass whipping. Sometimes it takes an ass whipping, though. Sometimes it's hard to reach people unless you put some hands on them. These hands were verbal, but it's made Drake reflect on his life the last couple of years.
Sometimes it need to happen.
Yes.
Interesting. Definitely made Drake reflect, that's for sure. Let's listen to what Wack 100 has to say.
Oh, bitch, yo. Hey, that little bitch. This shit is, now I'm going to tell you, he did some great marketing, and he thought outside the box, and I don't believe no rapper have done it. I don't know if he made it a 3-pack or whatever he did, right? You know, we didn't get 2 packs. I think Pac did it. Biggie did it. I know we did it. I don't know who else did a double.
These 3 separate.
Master P with the last dong.
E40.
So he did. He ran his play. We made sure he got all the bloggers involved by letting them, stream the shit, do whatever he do. Act went in. He gets a 1,000,000,000,000% thumbs up for his marketing, and we can never take that from Drake. But I will say this. That nigga Kendrick Lamar, bro. He fan up, bro. All I can hear is, I want y'all to hear me though. I want y'all to hear. Yeah, but LeBron went to your shit, and he was my friend, and I'm like, damn, nigga, he fucked him up, and I'm thinking about. Because one thing about Brock, he a Drake friend, so he gonna find some good in it. But when Brock really sit back and live with that shit, and when he do what I know he gonna do, when he like, all right, let me go song for song, and let me see which ones is got the similarities to him whining and crying. When he get done listening to it, and he gonna be like, nigga, I got 32 or 28 of the songs. That's when Brock gonna be like, yeah, bro, might have got to it. Now, personally, I would like y'all to get the top 10 songs and let's listen to them back to back to see if there's anything there. His talk rapping, maybe I listened to the wrong ones. I got a lot of talk rapping. I'm like, nigga,
It's
I
three
want to
different.
hear the nigga go.
It's
You
three
know,
different albums. It's three different
I
vibes.
know some of him he's still in his feelings, bro. I hate to say he in his feelings. I think he's gonna do great numbers because of the setup of it and the boom. Oh, nigga, let go three of them, and it's perfect timing because really ain't nothing else going on. So for
Nothing.
nothing else not to be going on and this to go on, nigga dropped three of them.
Full attention.
He was able to keep that under the rug and nobody leaked that he letting go three.
They tried, but I
It's
ain't know.
gonna do. It's gonna run its course. But I think at the end of the day, I think it's gonna do great numbers. But I believe, remember I've said this, Brock. I think it's gonna do great
Okay.
numbers because of the setup of it, what it is. For reviews, is gonna come back. He was whining. I could be wrong. I think it's gonna do great numbers. It ain't got no choice but to. The niggas set up and roll out and the three shit and all the shit. It's crazy. Niggas like, what he dropped? So everybody's gonna listen to all three of
Respect
them
you. I respect you for
a
that.
couple times, and I think it's gonna do great numbers.
Man, he cried on all three. Like, come on, man. What y'all think about it?
Wack said he cried. I will say this: it definitely sounded like Drake was still rapping with his back against the wall. Well, I like the energy he came with because it sounded more of like he kind of like is working himself out of his funk that he was having after the whole Kendrick thing. And then at the end of the day, he definitely still like kind of got this me against everybody mindset as far as the content goes with Iceman. The other two albums are just vibe albums. That's about it. We got Rick Ross. Here's Rick Ross.
Bars. Damn. Niggas say 3 albums are trash albums, 2 years too late. What site is this? Complex? The Glazer University. Oh my God. I've been a long fan. Oh my God. Mr. YouTube. Fuck a big 3 anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. Bars. Come on, guys. Stop. Y'all gotta... Let's all leave Lil Mans alone now, man. He did it. He dropped 3 mid projects. Hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. You're washed. It's a beautiful morning. Perfect time to feed yourself.
Wait, is this is Rory, aka Throat Girl? Oh yeah, Rory did take shots. We did do some content on Rory calling out Rick Ross. I guess this is the response.
The knowledge. What's that? Rory and Maul, get off your knees. Get the testicles out of your mouth now. I don't know which one, the white one or the black one. Y'all both the same. Rory Maul, the Glazers. How y'all feel now? You know, Drake just committed suicide. I'm sure he'll retire next month. How is his lawsuit doing? How is the Drake University lawsuit coming? I don't know, guys. I didn't listen to YouTube, man, last night. I'm just going by what you guys say. But once again, we up again, baby. It's the biggest boss. Where's Iceman? There's Iceman. The throat goats are in the building, guys.
All right, last clip. I didn't know Rory was about to get violated in that. Shit, that was Rick Ross is funny, bro. Rick Ross is fucking hilarious. He said Rory Wall, the Glazers. He called Complex Glazer University. Yo, I'm sorry, but Rick Ross is fucking hilarious. Rick Ross is fucking hilarious. He has like fucking catchphrases for days. Wait, where the fuck is the What the fuck is it? Where the fuck is Class Malone reacting?
Really critique Cuz for like complaining about girls that broke his heart. Now it's just niggas that broke his heart. Like Cuz went from complaining about girls who broke his heart, that was the whole beginning of his career, to now the niggas that broke his heart.
That's a fact.
And I don't think he's thinking, you know what I mean? Like, Cuz it's like, and you get this big blaze when it initially starts, because people tripping. They like, that's how you can't listen to this album. And I'm like, bro, like even as a pop artist, he's past his window, right? Like pop artists only last so long because it's such a current thing. Like he got a great run for a pop artist. He got a fantastic run for a pop artist.
Was longer than Britney Spears?
Hell yeah, Cuz got a great run. Cuz he got a great run as a pop artist. But eventually, Cuz what you doing now is you frozen in time because you don't really know how to. It's different when you use culture in this way. Not the ability to rap, but the perspective. Like he lacks perspective. Does that make sense?
You think he's trying to present culture in this Iceman album?
I mean, no, because like I think there's elements from listening to people talk about it, because I didn't listen to the album, but I think he's trying to kind of endear himself to Toronto a little bit more, street urban culture. But really, truthfully, he don't really like niggas like that. He don't like black people like that. And I know that sounds crazy, and it feels like Lex is gonna feel like it's a reach, and people gonna clip this and they gonna feel like it's a reach, bro. But he don't really like black people the way people think. Like, and I get it because his dad's a brother from Memphis.
That don't mean nothing.
You know what I mean? But I think he has a problem with black folk in a weird way. And, you know, who knows why? It's probably some stuff, but...
So like he was never really accepted by black people like that?
I don't even think it mattered as first. I don't think that was the important part. Like, I would love to figure out a way to blame us for it, but truth is, it's just... It's like when niggas lust a girl. Like, he lusts the culture. He don't love it. He lusts it. Like, he lusts the girls, the sisters that was in the strip club that he felt wouldn't have never gave him no play.
Yeah, but he seems like a kid that grew up never telling the truth and giving you the longest story possible and the greatest version. Like, you know, he seems
I don't
like
even
that.
know. I don't even know if that's necessarily Cuz's perspective. I think he lusts this shit. I think a lot of people lust the culture.
Yeah.
And I think what happens is it's like a girl if you lust her, right? If you don't really love her, like if you love her, you tend to want to know the things that make her tick. It'll make you have these different kind of feelings. You'll have a depth to what's happening. Mm-hmm. For him, it's a lust. Like it's something that he saw that wasn't him. He wasn't a part of it. And then he knew he could be because his father is who his father is, but he kind of looked at it and I don't think he really get it. Like I'm willing to bet. And I think even now, right, like when people are looking at it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't take opinions from a man that didn't even listen to the music. You're just giving me your bias that you've been passing on for the past 2 years. At this point, everybody just needs to let everybody do their thing. If they're gonna drop music, drop music. If they're gonna whine about the beef, then let them whine about the beef. Look, if it's going to get Kendrick Lamar reactivated, then let him get reactivated. We're ready to listen to some new Kendrick Lamar music, especially if he's just a Drake. But as far as Glasses Malone's opinions go, I can't take somebody's soliloquy or monologue or any of that seriously if they didn't even take the time out to listen to the music. Like, hate aside, at least take the time. You can listen to the music, then hate. I respect that way more. At least you took the time out to listen to the music and come up with your own thought and opinion. Yeah, I'm starting to treat this shit like movies. If you haven't listened to the album, I don't even want to hear your critique. Doesn't matter to me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. And well, if you want to know what my thoughts are on Iceman, then you have to catch my reaction/review, or you can just go watch it live. It'll probably be gone by the time this is up. I'm not gonna lie. Peace.